Okay, so I am standing here with, well, you can do a fake name.
Dr. Wrinklestein.
I'm here with Dr. Wrinklestein. Wait a minute. He just wandered up, and we're going to give you a little comedy show. Okay, I have no idea who he is, but he is funny as crap. So we're going to do a little comedy show this morning. Oh, hello.
Hi, how are you? My name's Dr. Wrinklestein. I'm here to tell you about one thing and one thing only. The most important thing some Americans would say, but we're not Americans, so who really gives a fuck, right? Sip your fucking tea in your hood. What the fuck you want?
Oh, okay. I told him.
You told me? No, you don't tell me. I tell you. I got Arctic Crunch right here. Been on it for 17 days. If I boss this shit, you won't eat nothing for another 17 fucking days. They asked me, say, well, Tony, damn, you look so good. What's your secret? How have you lost so much weight? I tell them the God's honest truth. They tell me, no, I'm serious. It's fucking drugs. That's what's done this
Oh
shit.
my God.
Yeah,
So this is what I'm dealing with this morning.
yeah. You're lucky I didn't pull my shit out. You know
He
what I'm
just
saying?
wandered up. Okay, this is a family channel. This is actually a family
Family
channel.
Channel. Oh. Arctic blast that to the past.
This
All you
is what.
kids out there want to smoke tea?
No, 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 no. We don't
Oh,
promote this.
well, okay. Well, don't promote it then, because I'll tell you what.
Okay,
Promotion or non-promotion is going down.
okay. He knows. He knows he's on a YouTube channel. I said, look, dude. I said, I told him he needs to belong on the beach because that's where all the,
Life is a beach. My
yeah.
mom is a beach.
I said, you need to get to the beach. I said, but I said, he said he wants to be in a comedy show. I said, well, I got a YouTube. I can promote you. Do you want me to promote you?
Yeah.
Because he just showed up on my doorstep. I have no idea who this person is.
First off, not a person, I'm a lunatic.
He's a
I have, feel,
lunatic.
I
I
have
got a
feelings.
lunatic on my doorstep.
I have feelings.
Okay, he has feelings.
I don't think people should stereotype it. Oh, just because he's killed more than 3 people.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you a killer? This is a true crime.
Now I'm a serial killer. Now you put a label on me. Well, you can't do it to blacks. Can't do it to homosexuals.
Shh, shh.
So now, because more than 3 random acts of killing. They weren't fucking random. They were planned fucking.
Brandon, at least you're here. So if I need you,
Thank God,
we need to have a code word. Or we need to have a
Brandon.
code word. We need to have a
Cold
code word.
beer. Cold beer. That's the code word. Cold beer and whores, Brandon.
Shh, shh.
Brandon, cold beer and whores. That's the code.
Only Smiley. Only Smiley.
You want to smile?
I am Smiley.
I'm Mickey.
Well, I would say, hey, Mickey, you're so fine, but you.
Ooh, baby, love you every day. Mm, wanna be with you night and day, every day. That's what Arctic Blast will do for you on day 63.
Where did you get that cereal anyway? Hey, you got my silver thing that I put my water in to do my plants.
Tea in the hood, what the fuck you want?
Just don't run off with it.
I won't.
I kind of took that from a hotel once.
And that's how I'm gonna get my stuff filled.
You need to put your shoes on.
That hurts my pinky toes.
Um.
I
So,
stole those shoes the other night. I brought them
oh Lord, don't tell me that,
back.
honey.
I did. I didn't have no shoes.
You're gonna. These people on here are gonna have the popo at my house.
Well, they do whatever they want. They'll leave them the shoes too.
They gonna swap my house, honey.
So
So,
swipe the house. I'll be back. Whatever you don't want, I'll take. All right.
well, okay. So tell me where you came from.
Tip of my father's chest. About to make a scientific guess.
So
Geographically,
they're saying this is a whole new meaning to cheese toes.
cheese toast ain't got shit to do. You ever seen Bacon Bed Bray, St. Andrews fucking jump on the back of the boat toast?
Oh yeah. Well,
Soggy. Yeah.
Saint Andrews is not a very good place. Is that where you came from?
St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas? Hmm. Well,
Well, I tried doing best I could. Didn't work out for him. Bad luck got him. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I guess I jumped ship. I got fuck with Matthew and them. Mark and Luke, they alright.
I don't think he knows. I would tell him to do a prodigy of Chris, but I don't think he knows who Chris is. You're not familiar with. YouTube or any of the crime shows, right?
Yes.
You-
In prison 13 years.
Oh, you've been at.
Yes, if I was in.
Oh my God.
Would I used everything as shit in the cardboard box? Of course it would claim it.
So what did you go to prison for?
Well, I had to rape my grandma.
No, 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 Lord.
She said she didn't remember it.
Oh my God, stop. You're going to get me banned from YouTube.
Washing dishes,
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
All right,
That's enough.
Get your Arctic Crunch and your dip. Let's go.
I really didn't rob my. I went in
Get
there.
your boots.
I got you. I went in there for trafficking in cocaine, selling cocaine, sales, manufacture, deliver, burglary, dwelling, 5 grand deaths.
You're a bad guy.
No, I'm not.
You're not? Did you learn your lesson? How long did you stay in there?
The place I robbed.
Hold on,
10
y'all.
years, 10 years, 7 months. First time I went to prison, and a little over 3 second time. Shawnee Gay was able to bless me and let me go. And I'm out here. I ain't got no paper. I got an opportunity to get see his life again. So everybody deserves a chance. God loves you. I love you. Love yourself. If you can't get it the normal way, get it any way you can. If you ain't got toilet paper in the house, go to the local job site, go on the porta potty, steal the toilet paper out of there. Now you got toilet paper. That's my advice to anybody that doesn't have toilet paper. That's homeless, poor, broke, whatever. Get tired of walking, get you glizzy, go get you a car. Fuck the dumb shit. You tried, didn't work out.
Yeah, but you don't seem to be like kind of doing good right now. You seem to be like high, so.
I am high.
Well, at least you admit it. Well, why don't you try to, I'm just asking, like.
Because drugs make me happy and I don't want to quit. I'm not happy with my reality, so I use drugs to alter my mind because a mind-altering substance alters my reality. So therefore, if I'm not happy with my reality, I use drugs to alter my reality. Now my fucked up reality is just a fucked up reality mixed with a little bit of fucking good sauce. For sauce.
So do you, like, have family or anything?
Yes.
Do you have, I mean, do you stay with them? Are they here?
Some in Pensacola. Got some in out by Greenville, Florida. Some down in Tampa. But no, stay with me.
So do you not feel like your life is worth something
My
more
life
than
is worth-
drugs?
I think my life is worth more than 10 other people's lives and all the drugs on the planet.
Then why don't you try to get sober?
Because I got a Glock 19. Works the same. And the protection and promotion of my life.
I know, but I would like to, I mean, I don't know you. You just walked up here, but by the grace of God, maybe there's a reason you did that. Why don't you try to, like, go to meetings or try to do something to, you know, help yourself get clean? And, I mean, life's not a
Because I
joke.
like to get high and I like to have sex with girls.
But don't you feel that's going to lead down a road that you're going to just, like, kind
I'm
of,
just glad that it led down to the road that it's on now, you know?
it led you here to me.
Every broken road. That's what happens. Every broken road leads straight to you.
Yeah,
God bless the broken home.
yeah.
But just because it's a broken home, it's not irreparable.
It's not. Your life is worth something.
It is.
I feel like it is.
It is.
You
My
know?
life is worth a lot.
Yeah.
Their lives, you know, are worth a lot. The life that's been 25 years working for everything they got was worth a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all just a matter of perspective of how you look at it.
Yeah.
You know, one time I had a bunch of people steal a bunch of stuff that didn't belong to me. They entrusted me with a house, stole a bunch of stuff that didn't belong to me. And I knew the person that worked there, or had worked for like 20-some years to gain the stuff that she had.
Yeah.
So when you go taking it out of there, don't look looking stupid when you realize where you're at. You know, what part of town you're in. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well.
So, just like my Uncle Al, you know? My Uncle Al, his family's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah.
They don't particularly like a lot of outside people, but I fuck with them.
I know everybody's not bad that does drugs or does different things, but how long did you say you was in prison?
13 years.
13
If it
years.
wouldn't been
When
for
did you
drugs,
get
I
out?
wouldn't have if it would have been for drugs, I wouldn't have been able to support my family.
But when did you get out of prison?
been about a little over a year now, but I went to county. So
What-
about 3 months since I've been out.
So, you didn't do drugs while you were in prison?
Yes, the entire time.
You did? So it's true. You can get drugs in prison. I mean, you learn more in prison than you do in out here, don't you? That is true.
You get drugs in prison, we used to fly me on the drone.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, home correctional institution.
Yeah.
Fly 'em right in, drop 'em on the backside of the fucking rec hall, not rec hall, or the disciplinary confinement. And then we have people inside disciplinary confinement flood their rooms to the point where they had to squeegee the water out the back door. There's not a drain back there at work.
Yeah.
So the staff would have to open the back door of the confinement unit for
So-
the orderlies to push the water out from the inmates inside flooding their cells in the disciplinary unit.
So you're in Walton County?
Walton,
Yeah.
DOC, Walton Correctional Institution. So they would fucking squeegee it out the back door, and when they squeegeed out the back door, we already got the bombs wrapped up, and the bombs have been dipped in like Elmer's glue and fucking clippings, like grass clippings that are dried, so it's just like brown, looks like an anthill almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you fly it over and drop it with the drone.
Yeah.
So now you got to figure if a gram of cocaine on the streets worth $40. A gram of cocaine in the prison system is worth $150.
Yeah.
So your supply versus demand, the laws of commerce, and the fact that most individuals who are incarcerated have underlying addictive personality disorders, whether they're addicted to selling drugs and the money that come from it, or whether they're addicted to the drug themselves, or just addicted to drugs, period.
Yeah.
If they don't have that particular drug that they're addicted to, they'll settle for another drug because they're also unhappy with their reality.
Yeah.
So the mind, so that's where it comes into the fact of, okay, well, your life is shitty, so you do the drug to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
Your life is shitty, is what you're telling yourself. But your life's still shitty. Now it's even more shitty because you ain't got as much money. You just have a shitty life with no money versus a shitty life with no money and being on drugs, whatever. I get it. But the JWH-18, the spray, the paper spray we used to spray, that's the Tucci chemical. And we would spray it on paper. And I would charge $100 a page. They would charge $300 a page. So I would send 1,000 pages at a time, which is $300,000. You gotta figure if I've been in prison for so long, I know this guy at Walton, this guy at ACI, this dude at Jackson, this dude at Tomoka, this dude at Belle Glades, because we always get transferred and moved throughout the years. Well, each camp's got 1,000 inmates there. You know what I mean? Out of those 1,000 inmates, I push the paper to my homeboy, he pushes the paper to them.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So now you got 3,000.
I'm fine, Elizabeth. My husband's here with me. Hold on a minute. I am fine, Elizabeth. He agreed to be on here. Didn't you agree to be on here?
Yes.
He agreed to be on here for those just coming in. We're fine. Me and my husband sitting out front. He agreed to be on here. He wanted to be on here. Actually, by you doing this, you know you're probably helping somebody else too.
Oh, most definitely. If anything anybody's going through out there, just know that God loves you. I love you. Love yourself. Everything's gonna be all right. It may not be perfect. There's gonna be a lot of people might look at you and say it ain't the right thing. Might not be the right thing. Might be the wrong thing. Who knows? That's why God gave you discernment, and you know between good and bad. You know between young and old. You know between right and wrong. So if you get punished and you get dealt with accordingly to justifications of whatever puts it on your heart, whether it's God, your family, your upbringing, your mama,
Yeah.
whatever, just know, all chomos, they gotta die.
Yeah.
All child molesters must die. Jesus said it.
Amen. Yeah. Well, so do you feel like at this point you're institutionalized? Do you think, is that one of the things that you think, maybe?
Institutionalized?
Yeah.
Hell no, I ain't institutionalized. Who says it's crazy?
I'm just wondering. They always say after a certain point, you get out, you go back in. I mean, I just wonder if you think.
Rehabilitated? I would say a work in progress. I'm a work in progress is getting acclimated back to a society that has continued on for 15 years while I stayed stagnant. So the progression, it's like a person gets older. You don't realize.
Would you like a water? I got a cold water, Mark. Would you go get him a water and a paper towel, please?
For what? Like, we'll change all the clothing.
It's okay. I just you know, you might want something to drink and.
Yeah, I do that every now and then.
Okay. Okay.
Bad. I like my little drink.
But
My drink. Mm-hmm.
I just want, you know, I just want you to be okay. You showed up out of nowhere. You know, you did agree to this. It was, you know, you was talking to about comedy and stuff, and I did ask you, would you come on YouTube? And I just want everything to be okay. But this has turned into something totally different. I know you didn't expect it, and I didn't expect it. But you may help somebody out there. But I just, you know, I kind of wish, you know, now, I just kind of wish, you know, you would consider getting help for your you know, I know you don't see it as a problem. Most don't, but it's obvious.
Oh, well, I got some. I did get some help for my drug problem. I got 4 Guatemalan dudes that are willing to go.
Well, look, that is not funny. Oh my God, that is not. Listen,
I'll be serious.
I know you're
I'm
serious.
laughing. Y'all think it's a joke.
Well,
It is a joke.
I know, I
There's not
know,
people out there in the world like that, right?
I know,
They'd have to
I
be
know.
ancient if they was.
But
They'd
you
be
know what I
OGs or
mean.
bullshit.
You know
Oh,
what I
Jesus.
mean.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, y'all, you can't talk to somebody when they're high. I know,
I
I
got
know.
some Yeezys too.
Look, don't tell me all that stuff. Look, I don't want the police to roll up on you or anything like that. So let's just
Don't worry
not.
about police. Police are friends.
Look.
They're everybody's friends. Police are there for a reason. They're there to kick your ass when you're bad.
Well, you know, I just, I'm not gonna stay on here.
Judges, all that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on here. This didn't turn out quite the way we thought it would. But I don't know you from Adam. What is your name again?
I told you, Dr. Reed.
Dr. Finkelstein. Okay. Well, are you going to be safe going wherever you disappear into the neighborhood or wherever?
So yes, ma'am. Safety is in the trigger well of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish them well. If they don't wish me well,
No, they wish you well. Everybody's saying they're in.
well, don't
You're in
use
their.
it like a wishing well and flick a dime in it.
Well, you're in their prayers and,
Presences.
you know, all that kind of stuff. No, I don't want any cereal. I've already had my breakfast. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good over here in Smiley's hood. But you know, I just want you to be okay. I'm glad you got your water now and you're putting your shoes back on, and I hope you end up wherever you're supposed to end up at. And
Bottom of the river.
no, don't say that. Oh my God, don't say that. Lord have mercy. Don't
Creek,
say.
Creek.
No, we don't have no creeks around here.
Well, if we did have one,
Well,
I would put somebody in there for good luck.
no, we just flip the coins in the creek. Everybody's saying prayers and thoughts. That's what
Put
they're
the coins
saying.
in the creek.
No. They're saying prayers and thoughts to you. They are. I have a good family here. Yeah, everybody's exactly,
The
Millie.
girl that works out, the girl with the dragon tattoo looking kind of girl,
Mm-hmm.
that motherfucker's sexy.
Okay, well, that's kind of going to probably be on the beach, and spring breaks is going on, and
She's young, she'll be alright.
all right, just maybe you can get a trolley and head over there, and you know,
I forgot the number of the room and shit where they clean up and everything at. I remember the splash, 152 or something.
I don't know. There's, you know,
It's this unit. It's the second unit or whatever. Tower 2. 1475 or something. I couldn't remember it.
I don't know, but look, why don't you stop on the way to the Salvation Army down there on 15th, and they can get you some help or give you a list or.
I'm going down there to Charles and smoke the bowl.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, where's Charles at? Where's that at?
I can't tell you that.
No, I don't want to know where. I just want to know, is that where you're heading this way? Can't tell me? Okay.
Loud.
Okay. Well,
No, I asked him if I could.
no, I just want to know, is it close by, or you still can't tell me? Well, you better get to Charles's, because you know what's going to happen. It's going to rain. It looks like it's going to
Rain
rain.
makes corn, and corn makes whiskey, and whiskey makes my blood a little bit
Oh my
frisky.
God.
So rain is a good thing.
They're saying be safe. Be safe.
Well, you tell all them out there should fuck their life, fuck everything they've ever believed in. I like your grandma. Alright.
Get your
Me and
get
grandma's
your
alright.
cereal.
Me and grandma's alright.
This is
The rest of them fuck.
a family channel. We got to, we got to make it X, or not X. We got to make it PG. PG.
X-rated. Alright, well, this is the X-rated version of it.
No. What you gonna do? Just we're
Oh,
gonna.
not that X-rated version.
Okay.
I meant to say the, what do you call it?
PG.
PG.
Yes.
This is the SIG version.
Okay.
Alright. For all the kids out there. They're bigger than you, they're picking on you, bullying you. Don't tolerate it. Grab your courage and you look them in the eyes and say, I will not tolerate your bigotry and disrespect and poor mannerisms around me. I will just punch you in your face if you don't leave me alone. And they may beat you up, but if you do punch them in the face, they will know that you're more aggravation than it's worth to continue bullying you. So don't kill yourself. There's more pussy out there. Just 'cause some girl left you.
We have to spell it or something on this channel. So.
Oh, there's more girls out there if your girlfriend left you and broke your heart. Don't kill yourself. If you're gay and you want to doodle yourself or doodle dudes, I think it's completely crazy, but you can do whatever you want to do. You didn't get two dads for a reason. Two dads can't make it.
Oh my God.
You didn't come out of little
Go. Okay, that's good, but I get the gift. We get the gift.
There you go. So, just do right and
just do right and don't be bullied, right? And tell the young kids, say no to drugs.
I'm in love with my Dracos. The ones that kill when I
Oh God! Look, go.
Yeah,
Okay, that's enough.
yeah.
That's enough. We don't promote that here.
Oh.
We can't. Right?
I mean, you can.
No, I can't.
Why not?
'Cause there's stuff on YouTube and all that. Just the rules and all that. We gotta promote love and all that stuff. The good stuff.
It is love.
No. Okay, so that's the end, right?
Sell the house, eat the dog, burn the
No. Okay, go to Charlie's. Charlie's waiting on you.
No, it's never the end.
No, it's never the end. That's right.
It's never the end. It's just the beginning of a new page.
Right.
A new story, a new time, a new
Right.
place.
So Bob Seger said, turn the page.
On Long Lonesome Highway east of Omaha.
Right.
I was listening to the Angels Roaming. That was the one on the song.
Mm-hmm.
Smoked Days Last Cigarette.
Mm-hmm. So, all right.
Thoughts will soon be wondering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and just wish the trip was through.
Yeah.
You don't feel much like riding.
Yep.
Where'd you end up, Toto?
Yep. All right.
But if Toto would quit fucking licking his ball sack, he would have never ended up as goddamn Dorothy in the wrong fucking neck of the fucking woods. He'd be in the right neck of the woods.
Oh, Lord.
Which is by the creek.
And where there's a will, there's a way, somebody said. That's right.
There's a well, there's a will, and there's a Willy Wonka train factory of love, baby.
Okay, so
All right.
I'm going to walk you. Okay, so, yep, we're going to walk out to the
I'm
street.
going to steal this thing later on.
No, you can't have that. That's my mom's, and the wind blew it. I'm going to take that in because that was my mom's.
Oh, yeah. Y'all want the
Yeah,
rest of it?
take the cheese.
Take the rest?
No,
I don't
hun, we
want
don't
it.
want no cheese.
Yeah.
My stomach is like, we can't have cheese. You take the cheese. You're going to need the cheese.
Well, I'll put no cheese on this tire.
Okay. Well,
That dunk over there. Black people
look, I don't even know, honey. I do not even know. All right, well, you go to Charlie's and you have a safe day. Be careful. No, just keep going because they might come out and we don't want all that. Just go, and much love. God bless. Have a great day. Be careful, okay? And don't pop up on people like that no more. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy, y'all. Yeah, I know. That was Mama's from Costa Rica, so I better take that in. Lord, what a day, what a day. Here, take this in. I do not want that gone. Here, just take that in. Just take it in my office. Oh, okay, anyway, y'all. Yeah, actually, yeah, so, so that's Smiley's morning. Sorry about all the trigger warnings. I had no idea. I was sitting on the porch, and that's happened to me 2 or 3 times, actually. Um, and, but then my husband came out. I got my husband. He was trying to sell some chips and, hold on, let me lay this down a minute. He was trying to sell some chips. Hold on, I gotta light the cigarette. Give me a cigarette, please. He was trying to sell some chips and some vapes that he obviously, I don't know, honey. And I got my husband to come out here, and then I sent Millie a picture. I'm like, oh my God, she's like, tape it. So then I'm like, well, and then I asked him, I'm like, he was talking about comedy shows and doing comedy and stuff like that. He didn't have all that other stuff in there. So I'm like, he didn't have all the vulgar stuff in there at first. I'm like, well, if you want to do, I said, I can do you on YouTube live. He said, let's go. I said, you want me to do live or just tape you? And he said, nope, let's go do live. I'm like, okay. So we did live. And then this is what I got. So this is what you get when you have no prepare. There's something I want to say. Prepare nation, not prepare nation. When you're not prepared. So it was one of those days. This is what I get. Minding my own business, of course. So say what you will. This is the first live I did in 4 days. What are we in? Day 3 of the month. But yeah, bless his heart. Unfortunately, this could be you. This could be your family. And once I went live, I thought, well, hell, let's just talk to him a little bit about this stuff. But he didn't mind telling he was high. He was going to get high. He didn't mind saying who he was. Not literally who he was, but what he was about. You know? And no matter what you think about it, some people just don't hide who they are. You know? They don't hide it. And that's just the way it is. Hey, got that guy, man, he in jail and the pregnant girl's home. Safe, little FYI. Kristen said, I was followed on my walk this morning so I could call a coworker, and luckily there was a cop close or something. Well, and see, that's another thing you got to understand. Okay, so I'm sitting on my porch and this happened. He come up, I got this post here. So he come up out of nowhere. So you got to understand, it's really a smart idea on my part. It really was, because if something ever does happen, although I'm cammed up around my house and stuff, if something ever should happen, that he come back or anything like that, and my husband wasn't here, or some odd, strange reason he got past the dogs, or he was casing out my house, or anything like that, it really is a good thing, because now I have him on live with y'all. I have him on video camera, and, the internet is, like people say, forever. So, yeah, you know, so it is a good thing, in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't think like me, but again, do you and I will do me. That's just the way it is, you know. Do you and I will do me. I will run this channel how I see fit. And sometimes you don't need, I know you would, Brandon, and I know a lot of people don't agree with things I do, and that's fine. Sometimes I do things and y'all don't understand it, but you don't need to understand it. All that you need to understand is that either I understand it or the person it's towards understands it. That's all that matters, you know. But I hope that he does honestly get the help that he needs. I really do. Yeah, DJS. And I got Millie to thank for that, because when she said do a video, I know she didn't know that I was going to go live, but I did ask his permission. And I did told him I was on YouTube, and he agreed. My husband was sitting right here, which I know y'all didn't know that till the end. And then too, I was able to give him some water, you know. I'm not selfish like that. Yeah, I'm an adult. I know what I'm doing. Thank you, Millie, for that. You know. So, you know, it is what it is. And again, in my head, I'm thinking, well, it would probably be better if I went live and it went across the whole internet rather than just a video and possibly my phone even getting stolen, or if something happened. Not saying that it would, but you never know, you know. But this kind of stuff, and listen, literally, we don't know who comes in here later or anything else that he and his testimony or how he acted or anything else could literally help someone else. We don't know that. We don't know that. Right, Heather? Heather said, me either. I'd give anyone food, or I don't judge or whatever. Right. You know? Woman's Warrior said, if you handle things correctly, then it avoids things going south. Manage the situation in real time with progressive responsive. It was handled wonderfully. Smiley, God bless you. Thank you. Right, Justin. That's somebody's son and a family member. I agree. And I have 4 sons and I have grandsons. So, you know what? I don't care what nobody says. You know? So, exactly. And again, just like I told him, y'all can do or say what you want. And I don't care who you are. You can be chummy to me or not. Or you can be my worst enemy. I don't care. You know, I don't care. If I felt a threat, look, I've run many people off. But look, I don't care. Yeah, y'all don't need to argue and chat. I don't know what everybody's saying. Yeah, like I told him, R2 Country Girl, God brought him up here on my porch. You know? So, she said, the things you said to him will stay with him just like we will remember him. Your words of kindness can help him. Not today, maybe. Maybe tomorrow. Pray he will have a tomorrow. Exactly. You know? Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember this or not, or maybe seen it. This was way before I got on YouTube. I can't remember, and I can't help this, but I think it was in Georgia. Gosh, there was this woman being held captive. This was a long time ago, and it played on Discovery TV or something. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly the story. I kind of do, but the guy had the lady held hostage, and something about the basic thing was he had her held hostage. I don't know if he done hurt somebody else or not, but he had her up in that apartment. And the reason he said he let her go was because of the way she talked to him, and she was either reading to him from a book or something, but that's why he finally allowed her to go. I just remember that, you know. But I do know you can't talk high as much as you want to. It's gonna be one ear and out the other. But he may get unhigh or wake up tomorrow or whatever, and this may resonate with him. So all it takes is one person to listen or try to help or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. All it takes is one person to be good to you or just listen. I don't know. So, but yeah. Yeah, we are, Millie. We are. Right, a woman's warrior. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Betsy. Exactly. Exactly. So it wasn't nothing special. Like I said, I wasn't planning. Some of my best lives are, I'm not sure this was one of my best lives, honestly, but some of my best things that I do is when they're unplanned. I feel is when they're unplanned. Um, I am planning to go live again at 7 o'clock, around 7 tonight, 6:45, 7, something like that. I hadn't been on here in a couple of days. I've been doing other things and I mailed out some more letters yesterday, some more flyers and stuff like that for Sebastian. I've kind of been busy around here and stuff like that, but I wasn't planning on this live. It was just kind of a spur of the moment, off the wall thing. When he walked up. So, yeah, Kiki, me too. And I just, like I said, he agreed and he was just going to do his little comedy, but it kind of got a little out there. So I was like, hold up, hold up. I had no idea what he was going to do. I don't know him from Adam. I don't know anything. But again, I try to turn it into more something positive. And I don't know, but, you know, it is what it is. Just pray for this guy and, you know, just pray that he makes it wherever he's going, and that there's a lot of people out there like that, you know, and you know, like Justin said, he's somebody's son, he's somebody's brother, he's somebody. I don't know who he is, but he's somebody, and that's the most important thing. So, oh, Teresa, that's great. You know, that's great. It don't take much to be a decent human being. That's all. That's all. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to go in here. I'll come out here to actually check my mail, and I sit down a minute to smoke, and that's what I got. So I will see y'all later this evening, and I will talk to you in a bit. And thank you all for coming in. I know y'all got a huge surprise. You probably didn't know what the heck was going on. Neither did I with them. It wasn't Captain Crunch. It was Adventure Crunch. Adventure Crunch. I never even heard of that cereal. But anyway, y'all, hey, and love you. Love you, Brendan. Love you all. See you later. Bye. Let me see how to end this. I always do this on my phone. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there we go. Y'all have a good day.